So if you are planning to build a website, what is that needed for you to get started? So after few of these classes, you should be able to explain what is needed to build a website, correct? Can you all tell me what is needed to build a website now?
Domain,
And hosting, domain and hosting, right? So is domain name really important or really needed?
Yes. Yeah, without domain, how can you?
You
You
can.
cannot do it.
So we don't
have an IP address, you said.
Yes. So, but if at all, if you want to go with a brand name to the public, then you need a domain name. Otherwise, you can host a website on your computer on your local machine, right? So, for example, so we have built a website like this, right? This is one example. There is no domain name. So this can be on the IP address. So to build a website, you just need a server or a computer. A website can be built on your computer as well, right? But then becomes it will be only local. But then if at all if you want to take it to public, you have to still you can make it public. Even the IP address can be made public. But then IP address is not really easy for people to remember, correct? And that's not representing your brand as well, correct? So that's when you buy a domain name and you will connect this with the IP address. So IP address is basically address of your hosting environment. What is this hosting environment? Again, it's simply a storage space, right? Which has got processors and CPUs. It's very much similar to your computer, along with the storage. And this is where you are storing your website or content. And you are building it all in the format of HTML. All your web pages are in HTML, right? So now this web page is a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, correct? HTML to present the content, CSS to beautify it. So I was showing you all the example how a HTML page looks like. So I was showing you all an example how a simple HTML page looks like. What is this? December class, right? Yeah. So now this is a website. This is website, but this is not appealing. This is very ugly, correct? So if at all, if we have to build a beautiful websites, we have to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML to present. We have presented the content. I wanted to communicate certain things and I have presented it all, right? And now if at all, if I have to make it look beautiful with the borders, with the proper alignment, I have to use CSS. And if I have to make my web page more interactive, more functional, so if you're providing the password or email, it says wrong password, wrong email, right? If you're clicking it, it scrolls. See, all these are functional components on your web page. If you're looking for functional components on your web page, you have to do it using JavaScript. So your web page is a combination of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. As a business owner or as a marketer or maybe whatsoever you are looking for, if at all if you have to build a website, you either have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or you have to hire a developer. This is the ideal scenario, correct? But both of these are going to be time taking and it's going to be very expensive, correct? Right? And this being the reason a community came forward, they built a software, right? Open source content management system. CMS is content management system, right? There are few tens of content management systems in the market. HubSpot is one content management system. They also have CRM, that's client relationship management or customer relationship management. So there are multiple other things from each of this. So WordPress is one content management system, and then Magento is one content management system. Shopify is a content management system, right? Joomla is a content management system.
What is content management system?
So any software or a platform that allows you to manage content of your website, which allows you to upload the photos
Okay, give the
or
access
create
to
the pages on
public.
your website,
Okay.
right? Basically, it gives control over your website, right? See, ideally speaking, you don't need it if you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but you don't know, right? So when you don't know, you have to rely on some software, right? So that's when we started using So small business owners started using WordPress. WordPress has been made available for everybody. It's a free. So it's called as open source. So when it is available for free and its contribution from the community, it's a open source. Open source platform or application. So we are installing such application on our server now, which is helping us to build the website. This is what we have learned in our previous classes. Correct? Do you all remember? Correct? And now we have also learned using WordPress and building websites is very simple. Number one, first method that we learned is, I'll show it to you. First method of building website. Okay, the different methods or ways of building a website on WordPress, right? So we learned, I'll show it to you all again, how do we install the WordPress application on your computer, right? So when you are using a content management system now, this content management system is also called a backend. See, any software or an application which is helping you to build your website by yourself without writing HTML, CSS, JavaScript is a content management platform, correct? And now this is also called as the website backend, right? Which can be custom built by you as well. If you know one of the programming languages like PHP or Java or .NET or Python or Ruby on Rails or any other programming language, right? So now when you have the backend and if the content, if there is an option or opportunity for you to manage all the content by yourself, there has to be a database as well, right? So your website is basically front end and back end. Front end comprises HTML, CSS, JavaScript, clear? And back end comprises a platform built in one, a program built in one of the programming languages, plus database, plus your server, dealing with the server, right? See, now we missed out discussing about this MySQL. We are not going to learn anyways, but I'm just how it works. So anything that you publish, right, you will be uploading a photo, correct? So now any data pertaining to this photo will be stored in a physical location, but the data is all organized that this has to be rendered to the website, or you must be writing a headline, correct? Where is this headline storing? You are writing, we are a digital marketing agency, or we are a studio, or we are XYZ, right? So where is this content storing? See, this content stores in database and it will be pulled from database and it will be displayed on your website. If it is simple, see, it is not compulsory. You don't have to compulsorily build the website backend. Okay, you can simply write a page. See, now this doesn't have any backend, and all the content, it is residing in the same file. It is in the same file. You see that?
Backend means the customer will not be able to see the website.
Customer will be able to see the website. So I'll tell you. So now your content,
What is front end?
I'll tell you. Your content can reside only in this HTML file, or this content will be populated from your database to this place. Not understanding?
No.
You come from a technical background, I guess you will understand. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, see, there's so much information on this page, correct? And now if I am typing, it's again the same information. So basically it's a template. This is a template, right? See, every new URL is a new page. Even the slightest change in the URL by one alphabet or one number, that considered as a new URL. Your name, so you must be saving photos on your computer, right? Even with the slightest changes, that's a new photo. You cannot save the same photo with two different, you can save it, but that's two different files basically, correct? So any new URL you are creating is a new web page basically. So earlier the page was ending by course. Now it is Bangalore. Maybe I'll type India. So if you look at this, it's all the same except change of minor things, minor changes on this web page. So this has become digital marketing training in India, and previous one was digital marketing training in Bangalore.
So
And if you scroll through
this
the page,
Bangalore will be visible only in Bangalore.
no, it's not like that. It's accessible from any part of the globe, from anywhere, right? I'll tell you.
But you have made
So what
multiple pages.
Multiple
like that.
pages, and we will be discussing why we have created multiple pages also. But here the goal or objective is different. Okay. So if you look at this, both of these URLs look almost, both of this web page look almost same. Correct? So now here in this scenario, we are not creating multiple pages. There are multiple URLs. There is only one web page. See, the content is stored at one
Which
place.
web page?
A web page.
Which sorry.
Web page. Okay. See, this content,
What is web?
it's the same structure, it's the same color, same layout, everything remains same. Correct? Just the information is changing on this. It's not even changing. If you look at this, information on this page is changing. Correct? It's the same design. Do you see that? It's almost, not almost, it's exactly the same. Just the information is changing. Right? Now, from this you understand the HTML page is built with variable. It means this is left empty. This is all left empty and a web page is being built. Now I am bringing information to this page and display. If it is Bangalore, if it is Google Ads training, I am displaying information related to Google Ads, right? You see? And if it is digital marketing training, I am displaying information related to digital marketing. So this information is stored in the database, and I'm bringing the information based on this URL, and I'm displaying the respective information. So an HTML page is built by leaving this space empty. This is left empty. All these are blank. Left blank. It's one single template or one single HTML page we are using, right? But how are we managing content, different content on different pages? So we are getting in different content to these pages by storing content on the database, and based on what you are requesting for content marketing course, the data from database, the respective content from the database is pulled and displayed it here. So this
can
is
be done on WP, or it is only through HTML what you have done? The multiple pages what you are doing.
you can do it in WordPress as
You
well,
can do it WordPress.
everywhere. Okay. So this WordPress, WordPress has a database, MySQL database. Data comes from the database. So this is a dynamic website. So when data is coming from the database to your website, it's a dynamic website.
When data is coming from
Database.
database,
Okay. So now this is not a dynamic page. This is a static page. The information is put on this page itself. Now if I am removing this information, I am going to update everything related to my business here. If I am leaving this blank, let me save this. Okay, one line got removed. I have just removed one line. Okay, I should be removing all of this. For your reference, I'll just put blank word, otherwise you will get confused what is there over there. Okay. So blank. So now this blank information can be pulled from database and displayed onto this page. The information can, see, now this is a static page. Information is only on this page and it's coming from nowhere. One second. Hello. See, if the information is within this HTML page or file, it's called as static web page. And if this information, now I had so much information on this page, right? Correct? So this is all within this page. It's residing only in this page. Thus, it becomes a static web page. If this information is all kept as a variable and the data comes from the database, then it becomes a dynamic website. Okay? So your WordPress website is also a dynamic website, right? So there is another meaning for dynamic website where the information, dynamic website also indicates the information keeps changing. right? So for example, your web page is displaying the price of the gold. Today's price will be XYZ number, correct? And tomorrow's price, it will be PQR, correct? So the information is also changing dynamically on your website, right? That's also a dynamic website, right? So now you don't have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you don't have to learn programming languages, you don't have to learn MySQL, and you can still build the website, right? So how is that? You can build your website in Joomla or Drupal or WordPress, Shopify, Magento. There are many such platforms. Of all this, the most popular is WordPress. There are hundreds of such platforms, right? So we are going to look into one such platform, right? Ideal scenario is this WordPress application has to be installed on your server. It can be a public server, that is the internet server, or it can be a computer. You can install WordPress onto your computer as well. So if you have got laptops today after the class, try installing this WordPress on your computer. You can install this WordPress on your computer. You can install all the plugins as well, and you can build a website which will be residing or sitting only on your computer, right? And now whatever you have built, you can upload it to an internet. Like how you upload a photo of yours to Instagram or Facebook, that's when it goes public, correct? Everybody can see it because Facebook and Instagram is hosted on the internet server, and whatever you publish over there can be accessed by anybody. Now instead of Facebook and Instagram, what you are going to do is you are going to buy your internet server, that's the hosting environment, and you're also going to buy a domain name of your choice, correct? And you can upload all of this information, whatever website, whichever website you are building, to that folder, and now your website will be live to public. Now the biggest task for all of us is how do we build it? It's quite simple, it's very easy. I'll just write, this document already has a lot of steps, but today for everybody's convenience, again I'll write down the steps. The first step would be install the WordPress application onto your server, local or public. Public is internet server like Hostinger or GoDaddy, anywhere you will install it. Local is on your computer, laptop or desktop, whatever, right? So the second step is, while you install it, automatically creates the MySQL database as well, okay, right? Previously we used to create the database also and link the database to the WordPress. Okay, so you don't have to do this now. It's very simple. If you are installing WordPress, automatically a database is created. So we usually, no, not usually, even now, the database username, the database is configured. See, if I'm speaking all this, you'll all get confused. You are not from technical background, you'll get confused. So the database is configured using the username and password of MySQL database on config file. Okay, see, when you install the WordPress application on your computer or on your server anywhere, it by default this all the files will be installed. Okay, so you see here wp config. Where is view here? Okay, there is no view. Cancel. Okay, I might have to log in again. I'll show it to you.
This will be a free application for Apple also.
Which one?
Mac also it will be a free application.
Which application?
This WordPress application.
Yes.
Actually, I'm changing my laptop. I'm buying a Mac.
Okay.
So
It's free. It's free. Okay.
it's,
So now
it's all related to this application. It will be everything free or it will be charged.
Okay.
Whatever.
See, I might gift you an iPhone.
Yeah.
Correct? You got it for free. Correct? And on iPhone, Chrome, you can download it for free.
Yeah.
Right? Safari, you can use it for free. Maybe some other apps. Now, let's say there is a paid version of the app which you want to use to scan the document. If you are trying to download that, you might have to pay. It depends on your usage. If there is no necessity, you would have never thought of downloading a document scanner app on your phone. Correct? Correct? And if it is available for free, you will be using the free app. There are a number of apps. Same way, see, WordPress alone will not suffice to build your website. Using WordPress, you will be able to build a website. But as a business, you might need various kinds of functionalities on your website. Correct? So, for example, if somebody is opening your website has to take a photo of yours. If somebody is opening the website and people are in front of it, it has to take a photo of that person. Now, this doesn't come just like that. For that, you have to write a code. You won't be able to write the code if you're not a programmer. So that's when you will download or install a program that's already developed by somebody else, and here it's called as plugin. And if you're installing a bus booking app or a flight booking app on your phone, you'll be able to book the flight, right? To book the bus or to book the flight, you're not going to write a program on your mobile phone, right? You're going to install an external application which is built by somebody else and made available for you, correct? Right? Same way here, plugins, a piece of code for a specific functionality is a plugin. It's made available for all of you. Are you all getting it? Everybody understanding it, right? Srival is sleepy. Understanding it. A piece of code written for a specific functionality is a plugin on your WordPress application, and on your mobile phone it becomes app. You call it as mobile app, Zomato app, Swiggy app, Flipkart app, that app, this are correct? You understood, right? So whether you are going to spend anything on top of it completely depends on various requirements, and these requirements also can be fulfilled most of the times by using free applications.
Yeah, because you are using same. Few applications are paid in the Mac, Apple, so this.
You are not installing applications on the Mac. You are installing applications onto your hosting server. Right? Maybe if you are doing locally on the Mac, even then still it will be residing in your storage space. Maybe I'm not sure for Mac local website how it works. Hopefully, if it is made free, it should function free for Mac. Not everybody will be selling. Okay.
So you can switch on the fans.
No, welcome. So up to here, it's clear, right? First step is you are installing WordPress application, and which is automatically creating the MySQL. Okay, I had to show you this thing, right? I forgot. Yeah. So here, file manager. So this is where all the files will be sitting on your computer. Sorry, of your WordPress application, of your website. Public underscore HTML is the folder. Public underscore HTML indicates that this folder is connected to the public. This website doesn't have anything. Let me pick another website. See, now when the website doesn't have anything, there's nothing to see here. The moment I install WordPress application, you will see a lot many files. I'll show you that as well. So this is the folder pertaining to SV Print Pack website. SV Print Pack. So if I change the website to shaktipuja.com, access files of Shakti Puja, you see this? Public underscore HTML. See, there's so many files here. Do you all see that? All these files are belonging to WordPress application. Right? So the Zomato app you install looks beautiful, red color, right? But in the background, there's so many files. There's so much of program written in the background. And here for your application to function, there's so many programs written. All these are saved .php. Right? WordPress is this backend or the content management system is built on PHP. That's why you see all these files as PHP, right? So now the photos that you upload will be saved here, WP contents, right? Uploads, see, everything will be properly organized. You don't have to get into this at this moment, right? We were trying to understand WP config file. See, this is how DB name, DB user, DB password. So you have the DB also here. I'll show you that as well. FTP databases. See here. You see this one here, and it's the same. DB name U99241 user my DB name. This is DB name. This is the username, and password. It got automatically created and updated. If you want to change the passwords, you can change. Right? So previously what we used to do, we used to come to PHP myadmin, and we used to have an option create enter PHP myadmin. We used to create manually a database here. Database is nothing but you creating a .csv or .excel file on your computer, right? It looks something like this. As a business owner or as a digital marketer, there's nothing to do with any of these things. Just for your information or knowledge, I am explaining this to you, and it could be too much also for some of you here, right? Ignore all of these things. Okay, so database is connected on the config WP config file, right? And all the data that you publish, the web pages that you create, a lot of things, the users, everything will get stored here. On your website, people can sign up an account and create the account, right? All the users' information and the information pertaining to the user will all get stored on database. Correct? It won't sit in the sky, right? You're opening an account on Amazon or Flipkart or Zomato. Where does this information be stored? It's properly, see, first thing, data has to be organized. Whether you store it on local or any server or cloud, it has to be organized. Database is nothing but organization of the data in specific format, usually in the form of rows and columns. Not usually, data will be organized in the form of rows and columns, right? So this organized data can be now local, or it can be on the internet server, or it can be cloud, whatsoever it is. Okay, so that's when, see, again we have to get into more technicalities. Data will be organized so that it becomes easier for you to pull and show. Let's say you are a librarian. If all the books are kept as a heap, will you be able to pick a biology book? Will you be able to pick a computer science book? And think of the amount of effort that you have to put in to pick the respective book. Correct? Now, if it is all properly organized, you know the rack number is 12, go to the rack number 12 and third rank, pull the book easily, right? Exactly the same happens with the database. Clear, everybody? Okay. So now here the database is also connected. Okay. Third step, almost these are the two crucial steps, and this has been automated by most of the hosting providers now. You just have to click on the install WordPress. Now we are going to do that here. I'll do it today here. Okay. Let me take SV print pack. So what is the status of SV print pack? SV print pack. Okay. So now this is the status. The site can't provide a secure connection, is invalid. Okay. So this is not hosted. Just the domain is there. Now we are going to create the SV print pack website. So for that, what I'll do is, let me come to the, okay. Let me go to the website. Observe carefully today, everybody. We are building the website in one of the methods, right? I'll just click on add website. What kind of website are you building? Empty PHP or HTML website? We don't know. We are not the programmers to build a HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything by ourselves. Hostinger website builder. Hostinger also has some software which helps you to build a website. We are not used to it, and definitely that may not be as matured as WordPress. So we'll not go with these two options. We'll pick the WordPress option, right? And now the moment you click on all of these things, it automatically installs everything, right? Look at this. I have given the username, email ID, and then the password, right? Click on next. Business and services. Are you planning to build an online store or a blog or any other? Anything is fine. It's the same features. You picking other is not going to change your features. They are just collecting the information. That's all. Correct? Okay. So observe this carefully. We are building a website from scratch today. Okay. So click on next. Now business and services hosting here. There are some pre-built templates, right? WordPress. These are all WordPress templates. You can use these templates. You can pick one of them, and this will be your website.
E-commerce also will be same kind of.
Yes, e-commerce also almost the same, right? So what I'll do is I'll click build from scratch. These are all pre-built templates. See, you don't have to buy a template now. You don't have to put the effort in building. So let's assume this is about this is about internet or networking, right? Or looks like job, air condition, heating solutions. This is about in-shop or mobile locksmith services, some services, plumbing services. Let's say I'm a plumber. I want to build a website. I'll simply select this, and automatically my plumbing website will be ready. It may not be that appealing. See, there is a huge difference between you buying a ready-made houses and custom building your house, correct? Ready-made houses, they might give it at a very small price. By default, how they pay, you may not like it. You may like it. That may suffice for your requirements or may not, correct? But my plan is to buy a plot and build a duplex, build a construction on my own, of my choice. So what I'll do is I'll click on build from scratch. So, ma'am, you were asking, right? If I have to get into this service and build websites for my clients, you can pick these templates also. It's not that you have to build a website using AI. You can pick these templates also. Will be good to get started, right? You can pick one of these templates and your website will be ready in pursuit of better health solution. Maybe some doctor wants a website. You can just click on this, change the colors, change the content as per it. But now
But
this
this
is
on Hostinger, not on WordPress.
these are all WordPress templates
But this
provided by
one I
Hostinger.
exported it, I was not able to see. I'll show you after class.
Okay, so build from scratch, and this will be the default theme for your website. Let me keep it default. Okay, let's go with it. Recommended plugins. While you are starting your phone, Android phone or iOS phone for the first time, it might suggest your recommended apps. Download Redbus, download Big Basket. It's your choice, right? And you know you can download any of them any point of time as per your need. Correct? So same is the case here. You can eliminate these things, and WP forms is the contact form builder. You will understand what it is. I can eliminate all of these things and simply go with next. And which domain I want to use? svprintpack.in. Okay. So it's already connected. I'll be using this. Are you all following? Any questions up to here? It's all easy, right? Next. See, see all these platforms work different way. Okay. See, Hostinger, GoDaddy, all this will have the interfaces will be different, but the final working or functionality is the same. What are we doing here is we are installing a WordPress application, and it's asking where do you want to install. I have picked a domain. I want the WordPress application to be installed on svprintpack.in. But then svprintpack.in already contains one default file index.html or something like that. So now it's asking whatever it's already there on the folder, it will get overwritten. You have saved your resume already in a folder, and with the same name again you are trying to save your resume. It says I will overwrite your existing resume or save it with a different name, right? So I don't want it to be the same. I want to overwrite. I understand that I will lose all the email data related to that. So okay, this is email data connecting to your new website, means that the old site will be moved to this one. Okay, that's fine. We are installing the WordPress application with the default theme. Default theme would look like your Word document. It's a plain website. If you want to make it look beautiful, you have to get the templates which are already built and upload them to your website, to your WordPress application, or you start building it by yourself using one of the applications like website builders, Elementor, WP Bakery, Flatsum. There's so many, right? We have discussed. Domain was connected, continue. Installing WordPress. All of you understanding it, right?
Yes.
So if you are buying a Hostinger account, this is what you have to do. So I suggested Hostinger for all of you because it's very cheap, less expensive, right?
Is there any difference between WordPress hosting and hosting the services? Speaking on the quality of the services.
Is there any difference between
The WordPress hosting and the hosting the hosting.
Hostinger hosting?
Checking the
You might have to
plans.
manually install the application. See, WordPress hosting, it is something like this. If you are that hosting may not have all these features or functionalities. With click and install the applications. You might have to install it all manually. Download the WordPress from the internet and upload it to the server.
On hosting.
Okay. So now let's see how your website looks like. Now I will reload this. See, this is see now this is SP print packs only. There's so many files sitting here. Maybe if not, I'll open it freshly again and show it to you. svprintpack.in. Maybe this is taking some time, the propagation time. I have changed it. See that there is another problem. Domain is with GoDaddy and hosting it with Hostinger, right? So there is something called as domain name servers. So I have to go to GoDaddy, pick my domain and tell my server is with Hostinger, right? I showed it to you all earlier. How do we change all those DNS records? So all these domains are with GoDaddy. So now where is this SV print pack? Here. So DNS is domain name server. So if both website, your domain name and your hosting is both at one place, you don't have to do anything, right? Since domain is at one place and hosting environment is at another place, we have to connect domain with hosting. That is DNS, domain name servers. This is name servers. These two are name servers and this is the IP address of the hostinger. If we are updating these three things, right, it will be pointing to the hostinger hosting environment, right? So I have done this sometime back before starting this class and it is taking some time, right? Maybe yeah, it's live. So this is what we have installed now. The default theme I mentioned you right here. So appearance themes. So you will see the default theme installed as this one 2025. This theme is applied. So you can apply any of these themes also. Maybe I can activate this and automatically your website changes to this one. Now if I load this, see your website has changed. Correct? You can apply any other theme also from this place. Maybe I'll upload this. 2025 was already there. Okay, there are 3 default themes installed already. I can add new themes, right? But none of these themes will be useful. They all want to sell it to you. See, it is looking like this, right? But when you install and apply, the front page may not look like this. So I have installed this Royal Elementor kit. Okay, activate it. So now earlier there were only 3 and now I have installed one more and I have activated it also. I can activate this also. Currently it's been this is been activated. And now look at this. It changed. Elementor kit. How was it looking here? Did you get the same? No, you haven't. Right? So that's because of they don't give you all the features and functionalities. Maybe on top of this you will have to build. Okay. So they are planning to sell. They are showing something like this and making you to install it, but they want to sell it to you. Right? So you can still explore and the front page looks like a blog. I'll show it to you. Settings. So you can change the logo of your website. It has couple of options. Okay. Site identity. So what I'm trying to tell you is whatever themes you see here, these themes will be of no great use. You might have to go with the paid version of those themes to see exactly how they are. Otherwise, using the builders, you have to build it. So how do you see, where do you see the builder? When you click on add new page. So this is the default WordPress builder. I'll not use it now. You all practice it. Uh, so what we will do is we don't use this at all. After installing WordPress, the immediate thing, 90% of the times what we do is, so let's say I want to build a beautiful website for a dentist or for a restaurant. So what I'll do is I'll go to this platform called themeforest.net. Right? I'll type dentist. So many websites. This has higher number of sales and good number of ratings, reviews. So let's see how this looks like. So if you're buying this, in few minutes your website would look exactly like this. You can import all of this, whatever you see here, directly to your domain, and your website can be exactly like this. Post which you can change the colors, text, everything that you want. So how do you get this theme? So this is a pre-built website or a template which you can use for your website only when you make the purchase.
It will be on a yearly basis.
Lifetime free. One time purchase and use lifetime, not free. Buy it once and use it for lifetime. So previously, the website developers used to buy it once and use it for hundreds of websites, right? And this company's sales were not going up because if you are downloading this, you will be using for your 10 businesses the same template. You can change it to look completely different.
So if you're buying once, only once it will be used.
Now I think so. It's not the case with all the templates. It depends. Some might have restricted majority of might have restricted it for one usage for one domain, or they will give option to buy multiple licenses, right?
So
And
it
few
comes
might
with
have.
an email address, so then you can purchase more. I think.
It comes with the
Email address.
not like that.
Not
So there will be some things which you can buy it once and use for multiple domains also. But I don't know how many of these things until unless you download. There are some cracked theme seller websites as well. There are many platforms. Some of these themes will be available for free as well. So you will be downloading them.
But all the payments will be only in dollar. You have anything in money?
Maybe if somebody is selling, see this
I was
is
seeing some W3 payout something was even that.
maybe you have to research on it. But this is the most popular platform for buying and selling the website themes. So in just few clicks, your website. So for that, what you have to do is you have to buy it, and you will get a downloadable files. I'll show it to you.
So this we can use for clients also. You're saying.
Yes. So, but then if somebody is not willing to pay you higher amount, their maximum budget is 5,000 or 10,000. How can you buy this at $80 and build it for them? Correct. So if they are expecting a beautiful website with a lot of functionalities and features, you might have to charge higher. If this theme itself costing you close to 7,000 rupees hosting theme, everything, you might have to charge at least double, 14, 15, 20, 30,000, right? Correct. So based on the clients, and now people are not ready to invest. In this scenario, what you should be doing, this is the first option is gone. You are not going to spend money on buying this theme, or you give this demo to the client and tell that I'll install this for you. I built website exactly like this, and it's going to cost you additional $80.
They give it like that.
It depends. See, people, a doctor, he's not a technical person. So now if somebody comes and tells to you, boss, I know this, I'll only download and I'll only install it. Correct? See, after knowing it, you will not go with them. If at all, if by any chance, if those people come to you and show this to you, you will say, okay, I'll only purchase and install. It cost me only 6,000 rupees. If I have to get this done by you, I have to invest 20,000 rupees, right?
people are smart, researching Google.
Right. To become smart, you all have come to this class. Right? Definitely from here on, you will say, okay, I know I'll download this theme. If somebody comes and shows, okay, I'm going to build a beautiful, you don't have to spend that much. You download it here, right? You don't have budget, or you are just getting started. You're not at seen the potential of your business or haven't understood anything. So don't spend anything. So this, while we were installing, it was showing us the templates, right? Use this default templates from Hostinger, right? So that is one option, use them. And second option is, we will install one application here which will help us to build a website in few simple steps. Okay, which is that application? To install that application, we have to go to plugins. I'm seeing which all plugins are already installed. So Hostinger tools, Lightspeed Cache, Hostinger easy onboarding. Okay, this all. So now welcome to Royal Elementor Kit. Get started with template kit. No, I don't want to install it. Add new plugin, or here add new plugin. Right. So search starter templates. It's like on your App Store or Play Store you search, right? Exactly the same, right? This is the one. There could be multiple, but I am using this. This is the one that would help you to build a beautiful website in just few clicks, and that's how even this website is being built. Sorry. Pest control, Rishi Pest Control is also built like this only now. This is
That you did
this
with
will
AI, you know, sir. How you did with AI?
Rishi Pest Control. Yeah, I'm showing it now again to all of you, right? This is also built using AI. Okay, in just few clicks, right? This will suffice for any business owner, correct? You don't need lot of features
Yes, you
needed,
did it
right?
on starter template.
Yes. So now we are going to do that again. Starter template is installed. Additional step is click on activate. On your phone, you will install the applications, correct? You don't need activation declaration now, correct? Here you have to click on activate. Okay, done. What is next? Click on get started. Right? AI website builder or classic temp starter templates. So you can use some of the templates which are already existing templates. So before that, it's asking you to pick which kind of editor you want to use. These are all Beaver Builder, Elementor, Block Editor. Block Editor is default editor for WordPress. Elementor, you have to purchase this, or you can use the free version, but it comes with limited features. The same is with the Beaver Builder or any builder, right?
So which is best in this?
Block it.
Elementor will be easier to use,
Okay.
has got more features. Block Editor is free, right? But then you should get used to it. This is
easy element.
Elementor. Of all these three, Elementor and Beaver Builder will be comparatively easy and appealing. Well, I'll first show this. So I'm picking this option because templates might show only few, right? It may not show anything related to paper carry bag. So AI website builder builds a website based on the inputs I provide, right? Click on AI website builder. I know people who are building websites using this. Your Hostinger account is costing you only 2,500 rupees, correct? And every domain will cost you 400 rupees. And building a website using AI will cost you 20 minutes or half an hour. Or maybe let's take one day. And people are ready to pay you 10,000 rupees for websites, right? If you are good at marketing yourself, you have good contacts, and if you could tell I'll build a website for you at just 10,000 rupees, you'll be able to build one website every day. If you're building 30 websites in a month, 3 lakhs.
Relax.
So again, marketing and selling is the most important skill, crucial skill for all of us, correct? Right? So if you could get at least 2 people in your network, somebody must be looking for websites. If you could say, okay, I'll build a website for you at just 10,000 rupees, if at least 3 people says yes, you'll be making 30,000. Now, your revenue is not dependent on the learning of this skill, but your revenue is dependent on your marketing and sales skill. Understood? So people whomsoever already has this marketing and selling knowledge will be able to succeed whichever the domain it is, right? So regardless of your educational background or professional background, we are going to learn few selling and marketing things in the coming days, right? Correct? Okay, so let's get started. It's free. Okay, so continue. So you need an email ID. Maybe using this for every email ID, they will give you three free accounts, three free websites. But here also there's a paid version. If you're buying it once, investing some 50,000 or 80,000, and if you're good at limit reached. So what I'll do is I'll use a different email ID.
One time it is buying or yearly you should buy?
I'll check. I'm not sure. Let's see if this also might say limit reached, because in this class only we have done it 3 times. I have to change the email. Okay, I'll use okay. Pay per use. See, it's very expensive. Expensive than that of your template. Your template was costing $69 and you get it at $30 to $40 also, right? So now Pro is $199 per year, one time, and $399 per year. Business, 10 AI sites, generations per day. You can build 10 AI sites, up to 10 AI sites per day, right? 1 lakh AI credits monthly, access to premium designs. You will see so many premium designs, right, after building. You get all of them also for free. Instant WordPress test size, 20 staging sites, 20 GB disk space. There are a lot of features. Okay, I'll just go with try free plan. Free plan allows you to build 3 websites for free. Enter verification code. Yes. $59, $59, $80. 59, 59, 80. Yeah, verification is done. Yes. Continue. Name of the website: SV Print Pack. This website is for local business, English, India, default language English, right? Okay. So SV Print Pack is a Hyderabad based premium printing and packaging company, well known for its paper bags manufacturing. Okay, maybe I'll write something. Explore the bags manufacturing. SV Print Pack was founded in the year 2006 and it's been supplying various kinds of packaging materials and paper bags for the well-known brands of the country and is a trusted partner for various industries such as textile or apparel, healthcare, cosmetics, food, FMCG, etc. Okay. If you want to improvise this, you can improve using AI. Okay. It has improvised. Click on next. You can add all these details later also. Okay. Social media links also you can add later. You have to pick images related to printing, not printing paper bags. So using these images will be used in creating your website. Got it? Everyone? Are you all understanding?
Yes.
I have picked 19 images already. Okay. So you can upload images from your computer also if you have images. So for now, let me go with this.